Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm DJ RJ here at Music for Life Studio, and I'm here with my brethren, Dane Foltin. He's got a new rhythm hitting the road this Friday. It's called the Midnight Oil Riddim, and we just want to invite Dane to talk to us a little bit about the whole project. I appreciate you sending it to me a couple weeks ago. I got to play it on the radio.
Yeah, man.
And I was really impressed with the diversity of everybody you put together. And tell me a little bit how the whole project started with the Midnight Oil Riddim.
Well, it's a rhythm that, Jeremy and I are the, two producers of Lion Heights. So a lot of times Jeremy will create a rhythm. He's the keyboard player. He'll create it on his computer or whatever, and then send it to me, and then I'll mix it down, or I'll add some stuff, or then he'll come to my place and we'll change it or rearrange it, stuff like that. And so this was a song that he had originally done for Sean Austin on his album a year ago or so. And Sean and I talked about, we loved the rhythm so much, we were like, we should voice some other people on it. And so then I just started to reach out to, people within our network that we've worked with or that we want to work with. And, when you're voicing a rhythm, you reach out to a few people, and some people, they either just turn it down because it's not in their key or whatever, or they don't, then it's not their vibe. But those artists that did hit me back and they wrote songs are the ones that made it. So, and it's mostly Texas artists, people that we play with all the time, share bills with. So, yeah, I just slowly started voicing everybody as they had their songs ready. And then once we had the song written, I would send it to Jamaica to a background singer that I like to work with. Her name's Natasha. And then she kind of does her thing on it. We get it back and then sit with it for a bit. And I make a custom mix for each artist's song. So it's not the exact same arrangement in the rhythm.
Gotcha.
I tailor it for their song. Because not everybody even wrote the same verse, like everyone doesn't have an 8-bar verse. It's some people wrote longer. So just move it around.
Cool.
So yeah, it takes a while to put all this together. I mean,
how long have you been working on this project? Each
rhythm that we do, I mean, it kind of takes a year. This one was a little bit shorter, but I mean, a lot of the rhythms that we have, we created them a long time ago, and they've been sitting for a while. And it takes a while to send it out and have people write the songs, and then everybody doesn't write at the same speed too. So then you're like just storing them for a while, and then you want to pick a good time to release. So yeah, I mean, when you release music, it takes like a good year to get from creation to mastering.
Was there any significance in the name Midnight Oil?
Yeah, Jeremy always said that like he was burning the midnight oil that night writing those tunes, because he was trying to create a bunch of rhythms for Sean to use for his album. So he made like a bunch in like a small amount of time, and he was staying up late creating that. So it has kind of this, he said like a melancholy vibe to it. But to me, I don't, like, that's the thing, music's up to interpretation. So I didn't really feel like that when I listened to it. And, each artist had their own vibe with it. Some people wrote love songs. Some people wrote, just positive songs. So
You got a song in Spanish, too.
Right. Dem Roots, my boy Lou from Dem Roots wrote, he likes to do a lot of reggae in Espanol. And so I always like to include him on anything that we can get him on, just because, yeah, he's got a totally different outlook on music, and, what he laid down is so different than the other songs. It's one of my favorite tunes on there.
Really?
Yeah, and he was like, he's always down to collab, so he that's actually the one song that we had Jeremy sing the background vocals on, and he kind of just let us do whatever we wanted on that. So I purposely made the vocals kind of sound a little older, like I low passed it and I high passed it a bit, and put some like tube emulation to make it more crunchy,
Nice.
Give it some background vibes. So, and he had to write all the lyrics in Spanish for us to sing, because we don't really like speak Spanish.
Right.
But Jeremy had to like, do the backgrounds for it, so it was cool.
Now, I think the first track on the rhythm, is one of the ones I like. Catch Flights, Not Feelings.
Oh yeah.
I love the whole concept.
Yep. Croywin and Sophia. Yeah.
Great tune.
Yeah, that's a catchy one. That's probably one of the more catchy songs. Yeah, I don't know, I just reached out to them. They had a show in Austin and they popped by my studio and we just cut it in one day. That song just kind of came out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So they were ready too. Like I sent them that rhythm and like 2 weeks later he was like, all right, let's get in the studio. Let's do it.
Quick.
So I'm like, cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Other songs that were a highlight for you?
I mean, all the songs are great. You know, they're each so different. It's our first time working with Sergeant Remo. That was cool, and I like that song "Life Is for Living."
Mm-hmm.
He had that one written a long time too. Like around the same time Sean got the rhythm, Sean sent it to Remo, and he wrote that tune. So it's a great message, that one. But yeah, I mean, I like all the tunes. This is our first time working with Soulfire and Croywin too. So.
And you did a little chat on Sean Austin's tune.
Right. So, the concept to like re-release the rhythm, you know, because Sean had already released it, was that his tune would be a remix with
you on
my contribution. Yeah, and then the tune is actually arranged different. So, you know, I wrote a little verse. That one of those verses that just kind of fluently came out. So, yeah, it's got a vibe. I like it. I'm starting to do a little more features. People are starting to ask for features more. So
nice.
Yeah.
So you're getting ready to hit the road tomorrow. What do you want to tell us about that? You're going out west for a little adventure?
Yeah, you know, it's not really like Lion Heights related too much, but I'm gonna go out to LA area and spend some time and try to meet some people and go to shows and hang out and also like write and get away from Austin life and the heat and everything for a bit, clear my mind. Hopefully get to go to Sierra Nevada Music Fest.
Nice.
I don't know, man. Just reggae music seems to be really bubbling on the West Coast, and I feel like you just got to get out there and be there.
Jump into it, huh?
Yeah. Austin is great and all, and we're doing our thing for sure. And like around Texas, we're staying busy, but I don't know. I told myself I just didn't want to spend the entire summer here in the heat.
Awesome. You're doing it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get away. And then when I get back in July, we have some shows. Lion Heights is going to play Packery, Corpus Christi on July 4th for the July 4th party. And then I'm going to try to book some other stuff along the coast and maybe an Austin show. So.
Cool. Wow, I wish you all the best on your trip.
Thank you, man.
I'm sure we'll see what's going on your socials.
Yeah.
Updates.
I may or may not update it. I might just unplug, man. I don't know. Let's see how it goes.
I get it.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's kind of the idea, is just to like take a break.
All right, so tell people the rhythm will be out this Friday.
Right, so the rhythm comes out, what is it, May 31st? Yeah. And you can get it anywhere, but prefer you go check it out on Bandcamp, and you can buy it and download it yourself, and then you get the art and you get everything. But if you're into streaming, you know, go and stream it. So yeah, man, go check it out.
Tell us your Bandcamp.
I mean, I think it's just bandcamp.com/Lion Heights. You can always Google Lion Heights and that'll come up. So
cool.
Yeah.
Dane, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, man, no problem.
And wish you the best on your travels and the new release.
Thank you, man. Yeah. All the DJs, reach out, get the rhythm.
Dane Foltin with Lion Heights. Thank y'all for watching.